Hi guys, this video is on Citroën C3 Picasso steering wheel fault. Mine's a 2012. It suddenly came up with the dreading steering wheel light. Checked the fuses, everything was fine. I then changed the motor on the car, the steering wheel motor. That didn't seem to cure the problem. However, it was from a Peugeot, so it may have been due to trouble coding. So what I've done now is bought myself a reconditioned motor with the steering rack on eBay. So this video is just for a quick sort of thing what I've had to go through. It may help somebody. So mine's a Citroën C3 Picasso with a steering wheel fault, and this is what I've had to do. So this is the old steering rack, which I've had to pull out with the steering motor. Now with mine, what I did, I was trying to bypass doing the actual job of the steering rack, because it is a bit of a job. I changed the motor on mine. Mind you, my clip wasn't the same. Now this cost me 40 quid because everything was the same as the Peugeot 207, but the plug wasn't. So anyway, still managed to get the plug in, taking the original clip off from the car wiring loom and plugged it in. But I presume it was actually the coding for the motor, which is the actual board, because my board was blown at the back. I don't think is so much of the motor, is actually the board in the back that blows. Now I've obviously now gone ahead and bought a reconditioned complete steering wheel rack. This is the subframe, which I've had to take off to get onto the steering rack. I bolted on the new steering wheel rack with the motor. Again, this is the matching clip. You just email the guy with the registration, and he has a number on there as well, and which is quite good, next day delivery. So now when you get onto the steering wheel rack, firstly you've got to take the exhaust off. There's only one clip underneath, I can show you. And on the actual subframe, you don't take off the bolts for the two wishbones, which are either side. So the only ones you really take off for the subframe is this one, and they're quite tricky to come out. If they get rusted, they've got a plastic washer which sits in here, and as you can see, you won't be able to get any spanners or ratchets or anything in there to get it. So I've had to cut mine, and I believe you would have to cut them and make sure you got replacements, 2 chassis bolts to put back in. The other than that, on the subframe itself, like you say, you've got to release the wishbones from the ball joints, both side, and it's all going to come together. Other than that, there was 2 other nuts which are on that side of the chassis, which are here, sorry, on the subframe. So you've got to take them off as well. You've got to take the drop links off, both side, and then you'll have also the mount bolt which goes across here, and then that will drop the subframe, and I'll show you a video on when I put it back together. I'll do a step-by-step video to show you which bolts I took off and then I'll put on.